Good morning, I'm Anissa Klein here at the GBTA broadcast studio, and joining me this morning is Andy Finkelstein, who is the Senior Vice President for Agency Sales for Sabre Corporation. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Appreciate that.
Hope it's been a good convention for you guys, for the Sabre team.
It has been busy as always.
Absolutely, that's why we're all here, right?
Yes.
Meeting customers, networking, lots of meetings.
Indeed, it's been great so far.
Well, for that, I appreciate you taking a few minutes and talking with me.
My pleasure.
NDC, it's been a buzzword for years, and it seems like every year we make a little bit more progress. Hopefully, we're seeing a lot of progress now, right? Lots of initiatives taking place. And so how do you see it at this point progressing the industry?
Right. You know, for Sabre, we've been at this for now years, as you alluded to. And importantly, we started this journey by really focusing on the end-to-end ecosystem, bringing together airlines, agencies, corporations, third-party intermediaries and booking tools and so forth. So really thinking about how will we drive this at scale across the whole of the ecosystem. And I think that was really important in our approach and kind of really thinking about the efficacy of the solution that we were building. But we are now at the precipice of seeing, a lot more growth in NDC transactions. I think that's kind of an outcome of, one, the content that we have coming through. So today we have over 20 carriers that are now live on Sabre with NDC capabilities. By the end of the year, that'll be about 3 dozen. From a capability perspective, we've made tons of progress in not only just the shopping and booking use cases, but all the complexities of servicing of those transactions. And so as we look across our different kind of customer segments, whether you're a TMC, an online travel agency, or a leisure travel agency, we've been really methodical about building capabilities that serve each of those customer segments, and now believe we have kind of the minimal, capabilities that they need to implement it within their businesses. We've been leading with how we work with third-party booking tools, so having Concur and Circo and Deem and a host of others that have implemented Sabre NDC. That's an important part of this manifesting through the whole corporate travel marketplace. So, with all of that groundwork laid, we're now starting to see transactions, increase. So that's exciting. At the same time, we're looking at this and saying, is it actually fulfilling the promise that, we talked about 5-10 years ago, and this notion of personalized travel? The answer is probably not yet, right?
Okay.
The groundwork has been laid, and there's been some fare differentials or other things that airlines are using NDC for, but probably not yet the full promise of this notion of the personalized offer. The capability is there, but we're still at the early stages of how that will manifest. So I think there's more to come on that front. But we feel good about how where we're positioned and how we're working across the ecosystem. And importantly, how this plays into our kind of broader multi-source strategy. Excellent.
Tell us more about Sabre's multi-source strategy and how travel agencies and corporations will benefit.
Sure. So one of the things when we talk multi-source is the biggest value that we bring is as an aggregator is delivering at scale robust content for our travel buyer community. And so that has historically been true with the huge number of connections that we have in EDIFACT, over 400 airlines, hoteliers, car rental, all of that coming through the distribution marketplace that we operate. Where we're expanding that now is into NDC as a content source, and then low-cost carrier content. So in the third quarter of this year, we'll actually launch a fulsome LCC offering, low-cost carrier offering, for our clients, and expect that to be 70 plus carriers integrated into our core connectivity layer, and then manifesting through, importantly, the real value comes in how this manifests in our retailing engine and our order management systems. That really has where the value lies, because our customers now will be able to shop across through a single API, shop across EDIFACT, NDC, LCC content, using some of the advanced AI engines that we have to intelligently shop across those different content sources, understanding when it's applicable for a particular buyer, to offer that content, and then again bringing it all the way through the servicing. So we're really excited about that. Really just augments, one of our core value propositions that we've always had as a GDS, but extending that to new sources of content.
You mentioned AI. I mean, everyone is talking about artificial intelligence, right? We know it's already here, but it's just going to continue to hopefully make life easier for everybody and make the traveler experience even better. So tell us a little bit about how Sabre is using AI to improve the experience for the corporations as well as the TMCs.
Sure. This has actually been a great journey for us. In early 2020, kind of right at the start of the pandemic, we entered a 10-year partnership with Google. And the core of that was a cloud infrastructure deal, but it went well beyond that. And one of the areas was an innovation track. And one of the outcomes of that innovation track was launching Sabre Travel AI, which is our core kind of service, AI service offering that now is manifesting through our various product suites. It started off largely being deployed within our airline IT systems and helping airlines better retail, whether it's a fare, an ancillary, or a bundle, and recently has led to a product launch called Sabre Mosaic, which is a retailing platform within the airline IT suite. What I'm really excited about in my job is we're now starting to see some of these capabilities come to life in our agency channel and our agency products. So working on a host of different microservices that can be deployed either in our Sabre product suite, things like a lodging recommendation engine. How do you apply AI to understanding buyer preferences and recommending the right property from the book based on their trip history, their loyalty status, what's in corporate policy, and for an agency, what's in their interest to sell based on commercial factors and other considerations. Another use case is an email analyzer. So oftentimes TMCs are still getting inbound emails, requesting itineraries. Well, we have an AI engine to parse that email, turn that into a bookable itinerary, and drives tremendous productivity for the agent in that instance. So we have a dozen or more other kind of early stage prototypes that we're excited about and working very closely with our agency partners to test and learn from those things and then start to deploy those at scale. So really exciting time and very practical use cases beyond kind of the big Gen AI topics that we all talk about and kind of top of the funnel and inspirational shopping that in those types of applications, but getting very specific about tactical deployments of AI to make either the booking process simpler or improve agent productivity. So excited to see more of those come to life here in the months ahead.
Excellent. That is super exciting.
It is.
I can't wait.
Same.
Andy, thank you so much. Any closing remarks that you want to make to this audience?
I just, we love our time at GBTA. As you said at the outset, it's a great time to connect with customers across the spectrum, whether it's our TMC partners or the travel buyers and the other partners that are here at the event. So always enjoy this time. It's very productive for us. So thanks for having us.
Thank you, and all the best with all that you've got going on at Sabre, which is quite exciting.
That.
So thanks, Andy.
You bet.
I'm Monisa Klein here at the GBTA Broadcast Studio.